It's in the game.
Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense to go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They give it to him again. Drag down.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Trying to get started. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. 5 catches in their last win, a couple of them going for touchdowns.
You know what's interesting is you look at the win streak this team is on. You took a look at the offense, especially on film. The tight end is the guy that really stands out. And he's such a unique tool. He's so versatile, and he's got tremendous athletic ability. And the quarterback is throwing it to him more and more, and that's going to continue. He told us coming into this game, I'm looking one place early in each progression is to find my big fella, because he's the one right now paying it off for our offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Crosby. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Now on the counter. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this third down in Starkville. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff to the single back. There he goes. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot the...
And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldog! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Working that left side now. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running inside, it's Blaylock. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Sooners line up to punt it away.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Takes the handoff. It's Crosby. He's past the sticks. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Under pressure. Got his man. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more.
Purdy on the Jets. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quick give. It's Blaylock. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down. That time he took a big shot off of the RPO.
And when you run these run-pass options, you want to take a little bit of time to stick it in that running back's belly, read the defense, get him to suck up, and I'm trying to make those big plays down the field. So I like the aggressive attack off the RPO.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Throws to the wideout. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Searching for space. And there he goes. The solid return there. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to it. And he could not get loose on the run.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him quickly. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's McCutcheon. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got a little space. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Had to throw it before he wanted. Gets rid of it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's good. He could have. One more snap coming before halftime. On the ground, it's Crosby. He's got the first down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports. College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 5 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Really 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right side, it's Crosby. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And to say he has trust in his running back.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment. It'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short.
Well, that's about as risky as he can get as a head coach. Early in the game, 4th down, deep in your own end, and you go for it? Nice job, offense.
Knocked down immediately.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Quickly to the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Crosby. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Offense in a bunch formation. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Got some green grass. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back. How about that? You got the lead late in the game, get some 1st downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. In the red area, it's Crosby. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Raiola to throw for it on 4. Oh, pressure's coming. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Bunch formation for these receivers. On the run, it's Berry. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. To throw, it's Levitt. Snagged in the middle, it's Durham. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away. Back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind him, and that's where you can make big plays.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Left side is Harris. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Second down to the air. Caught on the left side by Wilson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack him.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown LSU. Extra point here will tie the game. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Raiola. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Rush right in his face. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Burrowing for yardage. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a 3-spot. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Roll that offense back out there. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Here's Raiola to throw. On the move. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
He's past the marker. Could be an alley. Past the 30. He's at the end of the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Looking for space. It's Berry. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges, and you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
To the air, it's Levitt. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Hit as he throws. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Turning it on. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeye. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tight end getting vertical. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a...
It's a running room. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Coming out with it, it's Edwards. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing Raiola. Look out. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Lots of room to run. The 20. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Tiger. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Raiola to throw. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeps it moving. It's Berry. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll need a bunch on second down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Raiola unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Tiger. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Here's Raiola to throw. Extending the play. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Moves the pocket. It's Raiola. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been
trying to take it back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Right back to the well. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Out wide left, it's Harris. At midfield, he's got room. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw on first. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Running through contact. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, as a play caller in this offense, when you have all this speed, sometimes you just look at your play sheet and pick a play because you know it's going to work. Big play before, now you got another big one lining you up here 1st and goal.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Raiola. Rushes on. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moving the pocket, it's Raiola. Left side, it's Johnson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Now try to move the sticks with Brown. There he goes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Boise State taking on the San Diego State Aztecs.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sets his feet. It's Blevett. Under pressure. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense,
snags it and he's open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. Slippery slide.